everyone, my name's Emma and I am a final year medical student studying in Sydney, Australia, and today I want to show you how to take your Google Calendar from this to this. So if you're new here, you may not know, but I am pretty obsessed with Google Calendar. I kind of run my entire life based off of it. And I've made a few videos on how to use Google Calendar effectively as a student or to incorporate other apps for your to-do lists and things. But now is the important time where we're going to learn how to make our Google Calendar pretty. And I am so excited. I think this is sort of just like next level Google Calendar obsession, but if you're here with me on this journey, let's just hop straight into my computer and we will get started. And we are good to go. So what you want to do is jump onto your computer and you can either go about this two ways. One is to use sort of a photo as inspiration, or you can create your own palette. And both of those you can do by going onto this website called coolors.co, and you're just gonna jump in. You do not need to sign in or sign up. You can do everything that I'm gonna show you for free, which is fantastic. And you just wanna click Start the Generator. And now Coolors is so cool because you just make these amazing palettes randomly. So it will generate something for you. You can hit spacebar and shuffle through it. And like, look at these. Some of these are just like, oh, beautiful. And it's really easy to use. So say you liked this sort of blue color here. You're just going to lock it, and maybe I also like the mint with that, but I'm not really sure about these browns, and so then you just continue to spacebar and you can entirely change sort of the mood of the colors, and you continue to lock them. Say you like this mint but you think it's going to be a bit light, you can change the shade of the same, but within the same family to kind of, you know, mix up the vibe. And honestly, I could just play with this all day and just keep creating palettes for no reason, just to keep going. You can limit it down to less colors. So if you wanted to only have 3 and see what sort of happened there, because maybe you only have 3 calendars in total. Like, just so pretty. And you just keep going. And now this code here is called the hex code. So this is the number that you're going to want. You can, if you know there's a color that you want to start off with, so if you already have a hex code picked out, then you could type it in there or choose a color here to decide for yourself. Say like, I know I want to start somewhere in the pinks and a really pale one, so I want to start here and then lock that color in. You can do that and then just shuffle the other 2. Look at how cute. Point being, back to this hex code, these are the numbers that you want to write down. So once you have sort of everything sorted out and you have all of the ones that you want to see, all the colors that you want to choose, then you write down these hex codes and then you're good to jump into Google Calendar. This really is like the easiest thing to do ever. I could just look at the different palettes though over and over again. You can also click this little calendar here and you can upload an image from your computer. So hey, if you didn't know, but I just posted this photo on Instagram, and say I wanted to sort of establish a scrub based color. So I've just picked my scrub hat or my little hairnet. I want the mask blue, of course, and scrub blue. And then you've established that. If I had more options, then you can hit the plus and add in more colors. I don't really know if I wanted another one. We'll get that orange as an accent. And then open in the generator. And there you go. There's the colors of my scrub outfit and orange. But it really is that easy, and like I said, you can do all of this for free. You can also export either the URL to share it with, an image, and I think some of these are locked behind a paywall, but honestly you can just screen cap it and just write down the numbers and you will be good to go. I've created a few palettes that I just think are so pretty, and I will share them, and I'll let you sort of like pause and you can screen cap these if you want. But personally, I'm feeling lately a bit of sort of a lilac-y vibe, and if you know me, if you've seen my other videos, I always need my deadlines to be a bright color, so I think I'm going to go with this bright orange. Seems to be the color of the times for that, and then might play with these a little bit, but this is sort of the vibe I'm going with. I'll put my final hex codes and some other hex codes that I think are fun in the description below, but really is that easy. So once you've done that, then you're going to hop into your Google Calendar and you go down to the side here where all of your calendars live. And if you don't know how to set up multiple calendars, then go to my other YouTube video, the first one that started this calendar obsession, where I teach you how to do this, and you can learn how to set them up there and my suggestions for setting that up. If you already have a calendar that is set already, you just select with the 3 little dots, go to this plus, add a custom color, and type in that hex code. So say I want this one, copy. So copy and paste that in there, save it, and voila, and it does appear down there as an option. So already, honestly, these vibes are so much better. I actually don't think I'm mad. I might leave them there. So some of these are the Google Calendar specific questions that they've already got. You can make a pretty nice palette with Google Calendar. Now, here's my little tip, a new evolution of Emma's Google Calendar use is I'm getting a lot of deadlines, both in life, research, extracurriculars, and school and uni. So I want to make a deadline specific calendar instead of, you know, creating something and then coloring it in red like I normally do. So I would normally do this. That's now a deadline. I think I'm going to make a deadline specific calendar. So here's a little snapshot. You just, other calendars plus, create new calendar, deadlines. Let it think. There you go. And go back and there it is. So right now it's in this like purple, but I want it to be this really bright orange. So copy the hex code, add a new one, and paste. It will give you that extra hashtag, so you just have to remember the last digit. There, and now if I make anything, so say I need to submit, I don't know, application, that stands out. Some other things that I would suggest if you're making your palette, if you have linked your todoist like I've shown you in another video, I would keep that as a pale color. So I might actually find a paler shade of this lavender here and copy that. So it still will fit in sort of with the vibes, the word of the day, but it won't stand out as much. So you don't really, you want to, when you're choosing your colors, choose things that make sense. So deadlines should be bright and stand out to you. Time blocking and tasks, I usually say to be a little bit more pale so that they're just kind of there when you look at it. And you know, you could choose your morning commitments to be pale and then your evening things to be darker. You can sort it out however you'd like, but already that's just so nice to look at, I think. There you go. So now not only is your Google Calendar effective, but it's also nice to look at. And it really is that easy. Like, it looks so much nicer now, and it took me probably 5 minutes, not counting the amount of time that I took picking out my color palette earlier today. But I'm really excited. I honestly think I'm going to kind of switch this up as the seasons go or as my moods go, because I think it's so easy and it's so fun, and it just makes your sort of bit more concrete planning system that's a little bit more customizable for all of us that love sort of the bullet journal system. It feels like you can kind of contribute it that way. I could see you matching this to your Notion setup, matching it to your desktop background so that it changes with the seasons and with your sort of life chapters, and just making it feel a lot more you when you open it up, so everything's not stuck in the Google specific calendars. Great tips and tricks that you can also use for setting your fonts and your font colors in your Google documents and things as well. So if you ever want a tutorial on that, on setting up Google Notes or notes in Google Drive, then let me know. I will put up a couple of my other favorite sort of cooler palettes as an excuse for me to make more right now over my face, so you can see them and you can admire them, you can be inspired. It also, again, lets me spend some time making more palettes that didn't quite make it to my calendar. Comment below if you've made any cooler palettes and give us the hex codes and sort of your inspo. So like title it something, is it strawberry fields or like a lilac bush, and what you think you'd use the colors for, so which one is for which calendar. And yeah, that's everything I've got for you today. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe so you can see some of my journey through medicine and all of my little tips and tricks in between, many centered around organization and time scheduling and things like that. Give this video a like if you want to see more Google Calendar things. I think this is my 3rd or 4th, and I've got more ideas. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! For real though, I'm just kind of obsessed with coolers now. So if anybody wants a theme, some colors for a theme of anything, just let me know. See you.